We are the two idiots who run the main Betches Instagram.
And this is a show that work gave us because we really couldn't shut the fuck up.
And if you like what we're posting, good. It's us. If you hate it, it's our Victorian child. James, Jonathan, Christopher, Lucifer the Third. I feel like we're getting the hang of his name.
We are. It's subject to change, but we're killing it.
Important, we put Lucifer in his name because we got him on Facebook Marketplace, and we feel like he's a little bit haunted.
Okay, Eleni, let's get into it. What can we not shut up about today?
Unfortunately, the Pope passed away.
Lorde releasing new music in a long time.
And the controversial most recent episode of The Last of Us. All right, so the Pope. Unfortunately, if you're just finding out from this episode, so sorry to tell you.
You should know better.
That the Pope passed away. If you need a second, take it, come back.
He lived for a pretty long life, and he died on Easter Sunday.
Easter Monday, sweetie.
It's
really.
pretty brat. Like, that's to go out with a bang. Inspired by I'm Catholic. We love the Pope.
You know what? What we really need to talk about is the conclave of it all.
It's honestly like a real life conclave film plot. Have you seen that film, Eleni?
I haven't seen Conclave, and I'm not familiar with Catholicism other than the controversy around it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I've only ever seen it in the news when it's bad.
Yeah.
But I've heard the Pope was good.
Yes, we liked this Pope. He actually was a Jesuit Pope.
What is Jesuit?
Jesuit is a religious order underneath the Catholic faith. And fun fact, I went to the only Jesuit Catholic high school in New Jersey.
Okay, verbal instructions, you're losing me.
If you watch Conclave, which, by the way, great film.
Okay.
It's a really funny, not funny actually, it's a drama.
What? I was going to say, I don't remember Conclave being a comedy.
It's funny if you're Catholic. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like LOL heard I grew up that way.
Yes.
Like My Big Fat Greek Wedding is really funny. Well, that is a comedy.
Yes,
but
that's a real
It's
true
really
comedy.
funny to me because I'm like, oh, this is my childhood.
Do you relate to that? But when you get married.
When I started dating my current boyfriend, we watched My Big Fat Greek Wedding because I was like, you need to watch this to understand me and what you're getting yourself into.
That's a good homework lesson.
So you would have your future boyfriend watch Conclave? This is what you're signing up for. Except for I'm gay.
Yeah, and I'm not a priest, and I don't really practice it that much. But for those at home who haven't watched Conclave, and Eleni, I'm going to give you a quick crash course. So it's basically bitchy cardinals using gossip.
What is a cardinal?
Cardinal's like a priest.
Bird?
Kind of. They wear red like the cardinal. So it's like a priest, a bishop, archbishop, cardinal, pope.
Can you give me like a little picture of them so I can see what it looks like? Wait, oh my God, wait.
Yeah, that's a cardinal.
They're so those little robes are so
I mean, we should dress up the next episode. Actually,
okay, so what's the premise?
So it's like basically these bitchy cardinals are using gossip and drama to kind of derail other cardinals' campaigns to be a pope.
Okay.
Or, try to be elected to be the pope.
So when a pope dies,
they're coming from all areas of the world
to vote the new pope.
It's like traitors. It's like Real Housewives. All of
what
them
I would give to be a cardinal.
I kind of think that's
right now, not always.
That's the best.
Just for this gossipy part.
Basically,
yeah, where are the nuns?
There are nuns in the area, and like in Conclave, there's this one nun, like in a good way.
Compliment,
by the way.
My mom hates that word.
Everyone hates that word except us and the people watching Blabberheads.
Back to the nuns.
They're like Real Housewives or traitors trying to figure out who's the best pope of them all.
So now this is really going to happen in real life.
This is going to happen. There's Pop Crave, but then there's Pope Crave.
No.
I swear to God. And Pope Crave started because of the Conclave movie. And Pope Crave already got like a submission, and they're like treating themselves as Conclave moi, like de moi. And allegedly the Conclave is happening May 6th to 11th. Breaking news. The Conclave, can we get sent to report on it?
Brand trip to the Conclave.
Hart, would you send us to Rome for the Conclave, May 6th
We
to
are
11th?
really living in unprecedented times, and we've lived through a lot. We're living through a conclave. Like something
Conclave.
God, it's so hard to live through conclaves.
This is the first time I've wanted to live through unprecedented times with this conclave.
Yeah, this is kind of fun.
Not
not for the Pope.
So sorry, Pope. No, like not like that. But something important to note as well. After he died, Trisha Paytas's baby was born, and there's lore on the internet that's
no.
Yeah.
Trisha Paytas had her baby?
She had her baby just like a day or two ago.
Are we sure? Someone fact check. I don't think she had her baby. I think she's still pregnant. Unborn child.
Okay. Every time that Trisha Paytas is like announcing her pregnancy near birth, someone significant dies and everyone thinks it's a reincarnation of that said person. Her first child was born right around the time that Queen Elizabeth died. And now people are making comparisons that Pope Francis has died and Trisha Paytas is allegedly expecting this baby very soon.
Wait, who is Trisha Paytas?
Oh, shame on you, producer Megan.
I would say, I think we should not explain to our Victorian child today and explain to our producer Megan
Okay.
who Trisha Paytas is.
New segment.
Buckle up, Megan. And for our listeners at home who don't know who Trisha Paytas is, you're welcome for this crash course in history.
I know that's right.
You know about Catholicism. Let me tell you about my church. No, I'm just kidding.
Your personal
Trisha
pope.
Paytas, the lore is so deep. I'm just going to give you a brief summary, Megan.
Don't hurt her
She
head.
basically just has, she's a girl who just always wanted to be famous. Do you know what I'm saying? Like she was on America's Got Talent
She
for talking
was?
really fast.
Thinking how should we be on that stage on occasion? My soul awful cold. Didn't take it seriously. 'Cause I never-
She's always kind of been around on the internet.
Yeah.
She's been like canceled a few times, but
Yep.
girlfriend always bounces back.
She's like the Kardashians. They always bounce back.
And she
Super-
also loves the cosplay. You know what a cosplay is? Okay. It's like she does these videos where she's like, "Hello, traveler," and she's like fully in full glam, like dressed
I
as
love
like
when she's the bar wench.
Hi, traveller. What brings you in this time of year?
she's been making money. She has a podcast. She has a tour.
And now she's on Broadway.
Now she's on Broadway. Yeah, she's just like famous for wanting to be famous and for
And
being
I have
Trisha
to respect that
Paytas.
because we're kind of in the same vein as her.
Yeah, but
you're
I
like her-
respect the
you
being
respect
famous for being yourself.
Her aspiration of it.
Kind of
Yeah.
like a Kim Kardashian. She's famous, no talent, but I believe she has
She has
talent.
talent. So if we had to recast for the Pope, which is happening soon, would you nominate Trisha Paytas as the Pope?
I think she's far too busy.
Dua Lipa, she's on vacation constantly.
Moira Rose in Schitt's Creek.
Yes, that's a great episode.
She would just be a great pope.
I would love a Pope to go on the Wendy Williams show if it was around, or I want to see the Pope go down the Jennifer Hudson tunnel.
Yeah. Do you have to be Italian?
No, you don't, because these popes these cardinals that come all around from the world,
Yeah.
they can be nominated,
It could be us.
or maybe even Lorde. Speaking of our next topic, she was supposed to be in Washington Square Park last night, performing, like promoting her new song. What was that? What was that?
What was that?
No, like that's a song. What was that?
What-
What? Sorry.
What?
What?
What's the song called?
What was that?
So what's the name of the song?
The song title is called "What Was That?" End
That's
quote.
a bad name.
No, but it's like if you listen to it.
Okay, I'm not gonna be a hater. Let me just expose myself here. I'm not a pop music girl, and
I'm walking
relax,
outside.
Will.
Sorry.
I famously, and I know this about myself, I famously am behind on music. I'm never ahead of the curve, and I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Like I was late to Chapel Roan, late to
Yes.
Noah Khan,
Charlie.
late to Sabrina Carpenter, and
You were kind of on it with Doechii. I'll give you that.
I remember like Brian talking about Chapel Roan and me being like, "Who is that? These gays love Chapel Roan," and then I loved her.
At
So
first, I did think it was Dave Chappelle's daughter because I was calling her Chappelle Roan.
I feel like the Brooklyn gays knew about Chapel.
Well, I think sometimes the gays exclude me. So
yeah, they're not inviting you to their
to their
to their
kikis.
raves or whatever.
No.
Was that homophobic?
So, anyways, speaking of pop girlies and music,
Charlie XCX at Coachella basically said it was going to be a Lorde summer.
I
For
can
the
agree.
girl who had the summer last year to be passing the torch
Crowning
to
it.
you
Yep.
is an honor.
I think
I
that's
saw
huge
that and
honor.
I was like, really?
Be open to it because that's how
Yeah.
you kind of were with the other girls.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So,
I'm saying I'm going to be behind.
Good for you.
So it might be a Lorde summer for you girls, but not for me.
Okay.
She posted a story that just said, here, 7 p.m. No disclosed location. It was the Washington Square Park fountain.
Yep. Because there was no water in it. That's what made it look
Oh, I was
weird.
like, what is this circle?
It kind of looked like the Hunger Games circle.
Yeah, I
but
was like, where?
it
I
wasn't.
was like, is this the space launch site? I didn't know what it was. So she had that, and I told you to go, but you didn't go.
She did.
Me telling Will to do something for work, and he doesn't listen.
And our producer Megan was in the group chat too, and they were like, "Go!" And I'm like,
What were you doing that was better?
work? The other work that you needed me to
What
do.
work at 7 p.m.?
Just like trying to make sure things were set for the next day.
That is the most load of blasphemy I've ever heard.
I was kind of like nervous to go because crowds scare me. Even though I went to Coachella,
That makes sense.
it was actually good that I didn't go because she then made another Instagram story that was like, oh my gosh, like the crowd, you have to disperse. Police are asking, I don't have a permit for this kind of thing. So then everyone had to disperse. Yeah,
Does
the
she not
stars were
realize
right.
like she's pretty famous?
I guess she doesn't realize that.
But that's kind of ridiculous. You just went on stage at Coachella.
When Charlie did like dancing on top of the black SUV and
Yeah.
by the Brat Wall, she was famous, but like no one really, she told people to show up there. It was only like 200
Can I
people.
tell you something?
What?
I was at my beach volleyball league and I
Oh.
walked by it and everyone was like, it's Charlie XCX. And I was like, oh, I just walked by it. But now I'm like, oh my God, it was
You
Brad
should have
Summer.
done it. It was the beginning
But
of
that's what I'm
Brat
saying.
Summer.
I'm famously
So-
late to music.
And also, there's even more lore with Lorde. She famously releases music around the same time or right after Haim, the group,
Yeah.
releases music too. So there's all these like
When
subreddits.
did these girls become mainstream?
I think it's just like they've kind of always been there, but now that there's just this massive playing field for all pop
Yeah.
girlies. And so Haim is releasing music this Friday, so is Lorde. And traditionally, they've released albums like on the same day.
And they historically beef?
No, I think they're friends.
I was going to say, I am on the side of TikTok where Haim is promoting their music. I'm liking that song that they're promoting.
Yeah, it's a good song. It's like the...
We don't want to get clearance from my singing.
The relationship song, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I think they're doing a good job like promoting it social media wise.
We were talking about, you were saying that like the cover arts are really, they're funny cover arts.
Well, one, they are making a lot of TikToks about the song, and I feel like making your song go viral on TikTok is not as easy as people think.
No.
And that's, I feel like, the standard now with the music industry. But two, they did a photo shoot for the
different songs that are coming
songs, and it's like modeled after iconic like pop culture moments, like when Nicole Kidman is leaving, well, allegedly, she's leaving her lawyer's office after her divorce with Tom Cruise, and she's like, yes.
Forget who it was, but it was like a couple kissing.
Yeah.
And one of them is kissing like a random man by a vehicle.
We love a reference. That totally gets a gay stamp approval.
Gay stamp of approval.
Hit it.
If we're predicting it, Lorde's album comes out in September. You were a
and hopefully the new pope walks out to whatever the song is.
The new pope will go out to the new Lorde song. I think that's genius marketing.
Speaking of trying to predict things, something that people did not predict was a major thing that happened in the spoiler alert in the TV world. And we're only talking about this not because we watch this show. Do you watch this show?
Which is the show?
The Last of Us.
Oh, yes.
You watch it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just like, I kind of keep up with the lore, but not really. I was shocked to hear this news. I didn't learn it on myself.
I don't watch it either.
Okay.
But
we're the perfect people to talk about.
But I've been watching, but it's really kind of going viral. I've been watching clips on TikTok, so I feel like I've watched it.
Okay. So you feel like you're an expert in the show? Or
Yeah,
just
I feel like I've seen enough clips to get the gist.
The plot scares me, so I don't know if it's something I will enjoy.
Oh, you don't like action?
I love action, but not zombie or apocalypse.
What's that show? Stranger Things? No.
Oh, I like Stranger Things.
No, what's the zombie show?
Dead Walking. Oh.
Walking Dead people.
Walking Dead. The Walking Dead.
Walking zombies.
Oh God, yeah, that scared the living shit
The
out
Walking.
of me.
Yeah. Okay, spoiler alert.
You have not known who died in this episode. Shame on you. It's literally Saturday. It's the day before the next episode, so you should be caught up.
Our lovely Pedro Pascal unfortunately died in the recent episode The Last of Us. A tough week for people, the Pope and Pedro Pascal's character.
Two different kind of popes, if you ask me.
Too much tragedy in 1 week, if you ask me. But basically, people are really losing their minds because it's Pedro.
Also, it's such a main character to the storyline that like it's a shock that they actually went through and with killing him.
People tend to turn on the actress who plays the character that killed them.
Yes.
And so people were saying that he purposely, when the show dropped, posted a picture with his like scene partner. I forgot her name.
Caitlin Dever.
Yeah, he posted a selfie with her and was like, fantastic scene partner. And I feel like he did that to protect her, to be like, don't come for this actress for killing my character.
Yes.
She's a phenomenal actress and she's an actress, girls.
Yeah.
Like, don't be mad.
You're so right. There's like this now like blending of the person and the actor, and it's like you hate the person. It's like, no. Like, this is just a show.
Do you know why I think that is?
Why?
It's because we're watching too much reality TV.
Ooh.
So those are real people doing real things. So we can actually be mad at like Margaret Joseph for pushing your husband in the pool. But this girl didn't actually do that. They're actors.
Is she getting hate right now?
I am not checked up on it, but people are saying that he did that as a protection. Like, I know you're all, because there's real fans of this show because the show is based off a game.
Video game, yep.
If you play the video game, you did know this character was going to die.
Yeah.
The point is, I want to talk about other TV show deaths that upset people, like when Jennifer Coolidge died on The White Lotus.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, spoiler alert, we're going to tell you if you're watching any of these shows.
We're doing a spitfire of all the people who died on TV shows that people are pissed about.
Anyone watch One Tree Hill? Any One Tree Hill fans?
One Tree, yes.
A lot of deaths to be upset about on One Tree Hill.
Well, everybody dies in that show.
Love you, Uncle Keith.
Jennifer Coolidge, I was traumatized by. I can do a Jennifer Coolidge
accent?
Yeah, accent voice. Ready? Hold on. Sam, you're going to be nothing but a diner girl. Oh, I'm a little raspy. Was it okay?
Take a sip. That was great.
Did you like that, Joseph? Jonathan? James? Oh, James, Jonathan, Lucifer the 3rd. Want a cookie? They're so moist. I'm taking the dog, dumbass.
Where's my salmon?
Where's my salmon now?
Sam!
Do you think J-Lo has a brown lawn? That's a real quote from her.
That was so good, Will. I felt like she was here.
Oh my
I feel like she was here.
Jennifer Coolidge, if you see this, I actually had the impersonation of her before Ariana Grande did. You took my talents away from me.
That was beautiful.
But thank you
More
for-
talent than Trisha Paytas talking fast. That was so good.
Thank you very
You
much.
should have gone on America's Got Talent for that impression. Well, I don't know if people were upset about this, but big and just like that.
One of my most favorite deaths on TV.
Favorite deaths?
Sorry, that came out wrong. I mean, in Sex and the City, when that girl is like, no one wants
Nobody
to
wants to have fun anymore.
No, it's fun anymore. Whatever happened to fun?
And then she falls out the window, and I'm like, when the hell did Sex and the City become an episode of Law and Order SVU?
That is like also one of the greatest scenes in television.
Greatest scenes in television ever.
And then they're all just like, all right, I guess we'll go back to the party.
It was-
Who has a giant window from that high up that just opens in New York City? Fun anymore.
She just wanted a cigarette and have fun. Is that not life's motto?
And you know what? She's right. Nobody wants to have fun anymore.
No one does.
She was onto something.
She was onto something.
Died
and
an
she was
icon.
died for it. Ugh.
Maybe one of Trisha Paytas' children will be reincarnated as her.
I would love that. But she's like, that's a fictional death, Eleni.
What about people who didn't die from shows but maybe should have?
Well, definitely Regina George. Like,
Should have died?
no, I mean, like but like, how does she live from that? The bus?
Yeah, the bus.
Girl.
I remember being a kid and seeing that and being like, oh, she's dead.
Yeah.
And then when it's like, oh no,
100%.
she just broke her neck. I'm like, no, she got ran over by a bus.
Got ran over by a bus and are alive, but
Yeah.
you're dead.
That is a miracle.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, I just like can't stop thinking about the Pope. I'm like,
Oh.
it's like a miracle up from above.
That he died?
No, that she didn't.
Oh,
Well, this isn't someone who died, but a movie that gives me anxiety.
yeah.
The Parent Trap. When Meredith Blake is put on the
bed.
mattress in the water, it gives me anxiety to this day. I'm like, girls, you could have killed her with your little 12-year-old weasels.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
She got drowned.
That moment there kind of turns into like a summer camp horror film. That she could have died in that moment.
Yeah.
So I get the anxiety behind
Yeah.
that. I always had anxiety. My siblings would do that to me. But-
Murder you?
Not murder me, but just like take me on a bed and push me into the water.
I guess it's a miracle one of you didn't eat each other in the womb.
For sure. So that's probably sticks with me. And also, don't forget when Hannah Montana dies at the end of her show.
Oh, shut up. No, she doesn't.
She doesn't die. She just moves on to bigger and better.
She just goes to Stanford and
She
takes
goes to
off her wig.
Stanford.
Oh my God. Wow. Spoiler alert.
Sorry, that was a
All right.
spoiler alert.
Let's move on. This is a new segment that we're calling Why Is This Trending?
Why the hell is it trending?
Where we're talking about why the hell is this trending?
And the first mini topic on it is there are birds on gay Twitter that are serving. Have you heard about this?
Birds are serving
They're being divas, like cool divas.
diva birds.
Diva birds.
Gay
and-
diva birds.
Gay diva birds.
I have to say, I'm not on gay diva bird internet.
I think
so I would love for you to describe it to me.
Totally. It's like sometimes I think on gay Twitter and gay internet, it's just like things just manifest and trend for no reason whatsoever.
Right.
And then there's just a conversation behind it. Please go take a look. They're all like just serving incredible looks. They're acting like divas.
Literally, who is this diva?
Yes, literally, who are these divas? There's a blue peacockish bird that's like has such a great headdress.
This
Then
bird
there-
has lipstick on.
That's what I mean. They're talking about how these
This is
diva
animal
birds have
abuse.
lipstick. They are having eyeshadow. They're doing everything. But then everyone's commenting like that's just how the bird was made.
We are so brain rotted that we've gone from being so chronically online to being like, wait, nature is diva.
Nature is diva.
Like, wait a second. God's creations are diva.
Wait a second. Did God just yassify this bird
Yeah.
for fun?
It's like, no, babe, that bird's been there. You just haven't been outside.
Yes. And the birds have always been yassified,
Yeah.
babes.
You just haven't been looking at them. You've been
So-
on your phone.
And what's another thing that's trending, Eleni?
We don't know why / nobody asked for this.
Ooh, that's a good.
Khloé Kardashian is releasing popcorn.
What is with these food brands? And
What is with the brands? Girls, just be rich and just be funny. Oh, I'm tired of the consumerism.
Yep.
Except for those Lemmy Sleep gummies. I fuck with those.
Oh, who makes those? Khloé?
Courtney. Those knock me out. And I do love a good American gene. All right, besides those, cut the crap.
And no more tequila brands out of you two.
Yeah, we're done with those.
Done. Protein popcorn. Like, are you gonna try it though?
If they send it to us, I feel though we could try it. It might
Okay.
have dairy in it, which I can't have, as you know.
I mean, it's protein.
Like if I had as much money as them, I would be rich and be silent.
Oh.
I would be rich in peace and in silence.
You wouldn't do the show with me if you were rich?
I would show up for this and then I would
Okay.
go back to my mansion and I would tell none of you about.
If you were rich, there would be signs,
Yeah.
right? I would have a hair transplant. There would be signs. I'd show up with new hair.
If I
and
were
you're
rich,
like,
there would be signs. I'd be living in the bachelor mansion.
Yep, that's fair.
I would be the Pope. You'd be front row at every Charlie XCX concert.
Right. I think I would befriend somehow, like, you know how groupies were such a thing back then? I would just follow Charlie XCX respectfully. And
she'd be like, this rich guy's weird.
This is weird.
This
but I'm
rich
like,
guy keeps following
I'll
around.
fund your next tour.
Yeah.
So then she would want to be friends with me?
I've thought about this in great length, that if I were rich, I would not have a giant house. The number one thing rich people do wrong is buy this giant house
And
for
they
like
can't
2
pay-
people.
And they honestly can't pay for the mortgage of it. So
No.
then they
I'm not
deplete.
I'm not gonna be that kind of rich. I'm gonna be fine to pay the mortgage.
Oh, okay.
I feel like if you spent less money on a big house that you're barely in, instead you could just like travel.
Yeah. You could have multiple like apartment. Like you could have
Yeah.
an apartment in New York City, LA.
You would know I was rich because I would never be here.
Perfect.
I wouldn't be working here if I was rich.
You don't respond to my Slack sometimes. Are you starting to get rich?
Not that I know of, but I'll let you know.
Okay. So now we're going to jump into a segment called Shut Up and Listen, sponsored by our friends at First Response, the pregnancy test brand that is there for you no matter where you are on your journey. We're opening the floor for you to spill your most iconic, chaotic, frustrating, or just straight up disastrous life moments, and we will do our best to spin them into something good. Because sometimes you have to find the positive in the negative. So sit back, shut up, and listen to us blab.
All right, I'm gonna read the first one.
Please.
I have a work crush, T.
T.
Like a totally married man with kids. Okay.
Double T.
Who is just so kind and such a good husband to his wife that it makes me even more gaga for him today. What does that mean, gaga for him?
Like crazy, Google Gaga,
Okay.
like,
Did you write this in?
no.
Today in a meeting, I slacked a colleague professing my love for him. Girl, don't be doing that at work. And it came up on the presentation screen. I might have to die and reincarnate as a new person to escape this embarrassment. Girl, you're fired.
You actually just solved your own problem. Die and reincarnate as a new person. Next.
Girl, stop slacking your personal life. They
On-
read that.
But always just try to like keep it professional on Slack
PG.
and then text on the phone.
Yeah, if you're
In re-
going to slack about your work crush, text your coworkers.
Yeah. And in regards to like maybe trying to talk to this work crush, just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
Will!
Yep, I'm just saying
That's
it.
wrong.
Well, I mean, it's not wrong, but it's not right.
The point is, whoever this is about in this office,
Yeah.
you need to, they're married.
It's not
It's
me.
the sanctity of marriage. I thought you were a good Catholic boy.
Yeah.
You need to protect the sanctity of marriage.
No, it's like having a porch crush. Have you heard of a porch crush before?
Wait, why is it called a porch?
Because you're looking from afar.
Yeah, but this person didn't do it from afar. They did it on the presentation.
So this was a front door crush.
This was a billboard crush.
Looks,
There's nothing
don't touch.
wrong with a crush. I just want to say,
No.
like, a crush is healthy. A crush is life. Once you're married, whatever, you can have a little crush. It's fine. It's
fine.
harmless.
As for the Slack message, try your best to delete it.
I'm trying to think about how we always blame stuff on Jonathan James Lucifer.
Find your own Victorian child.
Like, oh, we had an intern who was testing for the day if she was going to work here.
Yep.
And she slacked that by
she
accident.
doesn't even have her own Slack, so I let her use my
Yeah,
Slack. And
yeah.
she's just an intern. She doesn't know better. Or
Yeah.
he, could be he, you know.
Yeah.
So blame it on your own Victorian child. Delete that Slack message. And it's okay to have a work crush if it's a porch crush. All right. My sister's wedding is coming up and dealing with her has been a lot. Like Bridezilla, anyone? I finally snapped at her yesterday over something trivial, and now she's threatening to not make me her maid of honor. How do I turn this negative into a positive?
First of all, your sister's a I'm just kidding. No, I think the sister that wrote this in, like, I believe in letting brides be divas.
Yeah? Are you, like, you're for the bride diva movement?
I think that it's like, if it's affecting your relationship,
Sure.
But I'm also like, let them have this one moment. I don't know.
I mean, also, I think it's good to gently remind them that, like, everybody has a wedding and it's not like this is so unique. Like, so just to be nice, like, let them kind of have their special moment.
Well, I don't know. Call your parents. Like, call your parents and tell on them. Be
I
like,
know.
she's not gonna let me be your maid of honor. My mom would be like, you're gonna let your sister be your maid of honor.
My siblings and I still call to tattle
Tattle.
on each
Yeah,
other.
I would
because
tattle to your parents if
it's
I were
hard.
you.
It's really hard sometimes to deal with your siblings. And it's like, well, I need someone else to get involved. Especially like my siblings and I all being the same age. No one can be an authoritative figure to each other. So we're like,
Right.
Mom, Dad, Molly.
I'm older than my brother, but he doesn't respect me, so he will just talk down to me.
That's hard. That also it doesn't matter about the age thing. That's hard.
Yeah.
So you need a third person to come in.
Yeah.
So get a third person.
Yeah,
opinion.
tattle to your parents.
Tattle to your parents.
That's the best way to solve any issue with your siblings, is
Yes.
to tell on them.
And if you're not the maid of honor anymore, the maid of
Honestly,
honor.
a relief.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I would not want that. Okay, who are you going to give it to? Your friend?
Oh,
It's like,
true.
whatever, fine, make it your friend.
And then you'll be given the title again. All
Yeah.
as well.
Thank you again to First Response for sponsoring this episode and helping us find the positive and the negative.
Yes.
We hope we helped you find a little bit of laughter in your latest disaster. Keep the text coming. We'll be back next week, ready to find the bright side of your hot mess. Well, girls, thanks for blabbing with us.
Yeah.
We hope you had fun.
And remember to subscribe to the Betches YouTube so you never miss an episode of this action. And you can be a certified blabberhead.
Yeah.
But we're also on Spotify. And you can also find us. You can follow me at Will Ozer.
And me at Eleni Sabrakis. And both of us at Betches!
Thanks for watching, you guys.
Yeah.
And
thanks for
blabbing with us.